One of the perquisites of exceeding the life expectancy in this country by a significant number of years is that you remember things. You remember what the country was like some years ago, but you also, because of one's interest, you remember particular events in time.
Professor Julian S. Kenny was a renowned scientist who made his mark documenting the natural history of the Caribbean. His advocacy for environmental issues was demonstrated through his many writings in scientific journals and the print media. Professor Kenny was also an avid diver and nature photographer and produced extensive documentation on Trinidad and Tobago's wildlife. He produced several books featuring his photography and donated copies of all his publications and more than 40 years of research and scientific study to the EMA's library and NALIS. Although Professor Kenny served as chairman of the EMA for only 6 months, he made an invaluable contribution and many of his suggestions were incorporated into projects at the authority. Even before becoming chairman, he had actively contributed to the EMA's work. In July 2010, he added significantly to an EMA workshop on coastal processes along the southwestern peninsula of Trinidad. Professor Kenny lent his knowledge and expertise to the very successful EMA's Green Business Forum in March 2011. This event saw the birth of a Green Business Register and workshops planned for developing a green labeling and certification system. Perhaps the most significant impact of his chairmanship at the EMA was the exposure to a critical piece of Trinidad and Tobago's history, Nelson Island. Professor Kenny took the EMA and other stakeholders on guided tours of the island and shared with us the rich history that is embedded there.
Nelson Island was a military facility, quarantine facility, started out by, Picton. You know, Picton was their first governor, English governor. But this is where a lot of the action was, the first interface between indentured labor and official. And it is in a place that was built by slave labor, completed in 1802.
He was a champion for the designation of Nelson Island as a National Heritage Site, and the EMA is committed to contributing to these efforts to restore the island. Professor Kenny was a long-standing icon in the environmental movement, not only in Trinidad and Tobago, but throughout the Caribbean. The EMA is proud to have been under his guidance.